This time, they have been talking a lot about how we were interfering, how we were deliberately trying to interfere with the public duties of cops. They tried to throw out there for the public this idea that 50 to 60 feet away was the appropriate distance to be away. So on Thursday night we went out. Dafoe went out for his first cop watch with us that night, and so it was an exciting first cop watch for him. And we showed up on scene and we started backing away as soon as it was Zaborski again, the guy who arrested me on New Year's. He started barking at me and this woman, Sarah Dickerson from Occupy Austin, who was supporting me taking a video. And he just immediately started shouting at us, you know, you need to back up, you need to back up. We asked how far to back up. We started at about 30 feet, well beyond any reasonable distance. And by the time that we were finally arrested, we were about 30 yards away, about twice as far away as their preferred distance as per the police department from last month. So I don't know if it's retaliation or I don't know if it's intimidation. I think it's
yeah, you do. It is.
Hey, well, I think it's both. But it's really cool because the more that they do this, the more that people rally and people get involved. It's really awesome to go out and cop watch with us and get involved as volunteers. So, and Clay can speak to that. The first one here did was exhilarating. So I encourage people to support the peaceful streets and come get involved because really big things are going to be coming in the future. To include, hopefully by the end of October, we're going to officially launch, with media presence and everything, we're going to officially launch 4 new peaceful streets chapters: Houston, San Antonio, Dallas-Fort Worth, and New Hampshire. So hopefully you guys can support us in that. We definitely need volunteers here in Austin because we're really stepping it up. We have a lot of great ideas. In October, we're going to have our very first cop of the month, and then we're going to spend the entire month doing direct action directed at that specific cop. And I think the very first cop of the month is going to be none other than our friend Jason Mistrick.
Oh.
Jason Mistrick, the guy who stalked Cat Fleisch after John Bush was arrested for disobeying a public official or not obeying quickly enough. Yes.
Have you got any response whatsoever from Art Acevedo after he took that information of what was slapped down on that bench?
Art Acevedo is a coward, and his primary job is to cover up the crimes of his cops, just like Wayne Vincent's primary job. It went through the OPM process. Bush, Cat, Medina, I mean, they all submitted their complaints, and it came back as unfounded. Like every single complaint always comes back. He actually got promoted, so this guy was promoted after this. And at John Bush's case, where he took it to jury to fight the charges because he did obey the officer. At the trial, they actually they pulled the jury out and allowed the prosecutor to submit evidence, and they asked point blank Mistrick if Mistrick was stalking Cat, and Mistrick was forced under oath to say yes, he was. And despite that, Art Acevedo said everything was unfounded. So Art Acevedo is worthless. He needs to be run out of office, and that's something else Peaceful Streets is working on. So
yeah. Also vindicated by some journalistic photographs.
Yeah, I have the quote right here. I was going to read it.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.